Good afternoon. It is June the 21st, 2016, and trying to wrap up our trading today. We came in today, we started off with support in this 75 area. We had selling 84, 85, basically resistance 80 to 85, support 70 to 75. And that's pretty much where we've been. We've had nothing to work with in the E-mini. I mean, it's just if you didn't execute at the edges, there's just no range or volatility to work with. So it's very, very difficult to make money in these type of situations. I'm not making excuses, but a trader needs volatility to prosper. And so far this summer, the bond, gold, and crude oil have been where the volatility is. It hasn't been in the E-mini. We've had one day where I think we had a 30-point range, but other than that, there isn't there. I mean, you had a mean green trade if you'd executed, and that would have been at the market's edge. You had a chance to make 1 to 2 points. This S trade right here, scratch maybe a point. This S trade right here, nothing. This buy, make a little, nothing on that S. This B right here, if you hung with it all the way there, 1 to 2 points. So it's pretty tough going. So I think the answer for us is going to be in the 10-minute screen, where you lean against the bars, value area highs and value area lows. And so right here, there's a nice trade. The market is still coming down, making new lows right here, so we really don't get our trade setups. Right here, leaning against that is a nice trade. Right here, leaning against that bar's value area high is a nice trade. Here is a nice trade leaning against that bar's value area low. Right in here, we were coming up. That would be kind of a stretch. It wouldn't hit, so this trade would be questionable right here. This trade was executable right there for 1 to 2 points. So this trade right here, there wasn't a trade off the bottom. So very, very difficult trading if you're using those methods that made you money in the spring and last fall. Probably going to be that way for most of the summer. And a lot of this is the problem of the Fed screwing with the markets. They do not allow it to sell, so we don't have two-sided markets. Inside day on the F1 screen for the E-mini says trading range. Tomorrow there is not much news to speak of. We have existing home sales. Yellen's testimony will be heavily discounted. We had that today. Right here, may have rejected prices above 83, 84. Don't know. The day session's not over. But again, you can see the inside day here. And inside the congestion area, you can see that the volume is on the low side. So are we getting a new distribution or not starting in K period? And we won't know till the market closes. So not much news to drive the trading tomorrow. If the market were to close right now, we're selling 84s, 86s, and 89 to 91s for sell 2. On the buy side, again, last rotate down was 80. I'd say 75, 77 by 1, and 70, 72 by 2. Might have to get up on the East Coast and start trading at 7 to have a shot at making your business plan. Worst things could happen to you. That would be 6 in the Midwest. Okay, looking at the 10-year, lower high, lower low, favors lower price. We've had 2 pretty poor auctions this weekend. Tomorrow's might be bad too with Brexit coming up. People just sideline, not buying what they normally do, keeping some powder dry. We definitely finished low today in the distribution, and I'd do an I split right here. I always split I, so I expect a lower low in London overnight, but I'm not afraid to buy it because of the 7-year auction. So 1 to 5 by 1. 25.29 by 2. On the sell side, pretty clean break here at 9 to 10. We have a tail up to 12, so 10 to 14, sell 1. 16 to 20, sell 2. That mouse is actually readable. Boy, before I think we freed up a lot with the new GoToWebinar. Doesn't require as much overhead as any meeting did, and I haven't, not that I would have seen them, of course. I think that this one, I haven't heard that we've had any audio problems or breaking up, so I think maybe that's behind us. Hope so. And this is kind of a shakedown week. We'll getting used to software too. Do an I split because of the auction. Okay, we're in a very, very low volume area, 67.05 to 67.15. And our first little band of support is going to be 8 to 12. So 1 to 5 is buy 1. 25.29 buy 2. I don't think they can break it and move the paper they need to move. 2024 1, so 27.31 sell 1. 3 to 7 sell 2. We hit the numbers really pretty good in the 30-year today. We were very, very close to where the actual highs and lows were. Well, the humidity is starting to move out, so time for another thunder shower to keep that all pumped up. So we've got 65% humidity, and temperature's 95 to 100. Okay, outside day, we did finish weak. Now, the significance of an outside day is they tried to take it higher. They couldn't. And right now it looks like they have been able to take it lower. So a lot of times an outside day you'll close right back in the middle, but this one looks like they tried to take it higher, failed. We rejected prices. So F1 says find a place to sell it. And that's pretty true on this screen also. So 65, 67, if we get through that, I mean, you got this low volume number at 63, then we've got a high volume number at 55. So if 65, 67 comes out, 55, 57 is probably the next best support band. So 65, 67 by 1, 55, 57 by 2. On the sell side, 73, 75, sell 1. And then 78 to 80, sell 2. Looking at crude, which I really hanging in there very, very well. Inside day, that implies trading range. So we got a seller at 50 and have a buyer at 49 today is the way it ended up. So a little bit higher in London maybe. Sell 50, 50 and a quarter. Boy, if we make new highs here, it'll screw with the market's mind, won't it? sell 2, 50 to 75. On the buy side, we broke it out at 49.50. We're at 72, so 49, 49 and a quarter. Buy 1. And then 48.50, 48.75, buy 2. And last but not least, Mario bombed the euro today. Why does he do that? It's the same reason they import people that are never going to assimilate into their society. These people, these Muslims that are immigrating to Europe now, didn't leave because they wanted to get away from the mosques and Islam and the rest of it, like 25, 50 years ago they did. They're leaving because of economic hardship, and their loyalty is to the Ummah. And it's going to be very, very difficult to assimilate these people into the Western ways. Lower high, lower low for the euro. Find a place to sell it. And why did they import them? Because the birth rate is so low in Europe that they aren't going to have people to feed the generous social welfare system / social justice system. And they were caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, and it's not a pretty outcome. So, and why does he want the euro lower? So they can export outside the European Union. So we know what the reasons are, but I mean culturally, we might be adding stands 25 years to the end of these countries. England stand, Germany stand, places like that. Okay, resistance is at 113 even, so 95 to 1305, sell 1. 20 to 30, sell 2. On the buy side, 1275, buy 1. That's worked out pretty well for us. And then 1250, buy 2. And that is it for this June 21st, 2016. I will see you all bright and early in the morning. And you all have a great evening. It's going to be hotter than blazes once again in Wichita, with humidity a little bit lower, so not so bad as it was last night or the night before. Y'all have a great evening. See you in the morning.